Hey, it's Becca. Join me today as I give our master bedroom a much needed refresh. Welcome to our bedroom, which admittedly I had not planned on sharing today, but when I went to take the sheets off the bed this morning, I thought, oh my gosh, this room needs help, needs a spring refresh. So if I do a video on it, maybe that would force my hand to finally pay this room some attention. And when I say I have neglected this room, literally just this morning, I took down the Christmas wall art that was above our bed. Now, in my defense, it was a picture of beautiful trees, and had it not said Merry Christmas across the front, I would have kept it here because it really went nicely with the green wall. And really quickly, if you happen to be new to my page, I gave this room a refresh. I think it was last summer, maybe a little longer. This back wall was just plain and it was painted Manchester tan, just like the rest of the walls. So I decided to add the board and battens and painted it Sherwin-Williams pewter green. And I really like the moody color. It just makes it really cozy in here, especially at nighttime. Once I was done with that, I ended up painting and then glazing our bedside tables and the mirrors above it. And then I painted my dresser white along with my husband's dresser. Also, I brought this mirror up that had been downstairs for quite a few years. It just went from room to room, but I really like it in this space. After Christmas, I brought these lamps up, and I really like how they tie in with the green wall. Something else I brought up is this little desk. I found it on Facebook Marketplace last fall, put it in our front sitting room, and turned that space into an office for fall and Christmas. But once the holidays were over, brought it up here with the intentions of turning this into my makeup desk, which I have yet to do. So my goal for this space, like I mentioned earlier, is to give it a spring refresh by adding bedding. I have a new quilt that I think is going to look really pretty. A little bit of artwork, and of course, faux greenery or florals. But first, we're going to do something about that empty spot. All right, first step is done. Isn't this a pretty print? I found it at HomeGoods several years ago. And it's normally in our foyer for spring and summer. But I thought this year, let's try it in here. I've never had it in here before. But I love the scene in it. I love all of the colors, the pretty balloons. And I think it looks pretty good against the green wall. What do you think? Now it's time to make the bed. But before I do that, I want to chat really quickly about the mattress cover or mattress pad. My husband and I bought this last year, and our mattress still has a few years of life left, but it was starting to be not the most comfortable. This has made all the difference in the world. It's super lightweight, easy to, wash and put back on your bed. It's quilted, yet it's not heavy, if that makes sense. And you also sleep really cool on it at nighttime. So if you have never had a mattress pad or cover, or you are considering one, I cannot recommend one highly enough. You'll be really glad that you got one. Next, the dreaded fitted sheet. How many of you feel as though you've either run a marathon or, wrestled a small dinosaur trying to get this on your bed? I know I have, but I was really happy when my husband found this sheet set. It's nice and deep. The elastic, while tight, is really forgiving, and bonus for me, it even has this letting me know where the top or bottom goes. done. So once I made the bed, I added the duvet. And one thing I like to do is place 2-down comforters inside of it. There's plenty of room for it. It makes it nice and plush and super comfy. Once that was done, I started layering pillows. I have the larger ones in the back, the decorative ones in front, and I chose these. I like the neutral color, but also because of the French writing on them, I like how it ties in with the French print. And then I placed this really long cable knit pillow in front just to finish it off. And then to bring color down to the base of the bed, I added this really pretty quilt that I found at HomeGoods a few weeks ago. I had spotted this one actually months ago, but they only had a queen every time I went. So we went to a different HomeGoods and I found a king. They didn't have the matching shams that I needed, but that's okay. I'm thrilled with this. And I love that the green is a perfect match. Well, little specks of it are a perfect match for the green wall. You know what, on second thought, before I finish decorating, let me go ahead and knock this out really quickly. I had no intentions of painting our side tables, but the more I stared at them, I just decided I wanted them back to white, nice, light, and bright. I'm using Valspar Bistro White in satin. While I like the black handles and pulls, I decided I wanted them gold to tie in with the handles on the dresser and armoire. This is the Rub and Buff, and a few of you had asked me about this when I used it in our kitchen. Did you see that tiny amount I used? Look at the coverage, and a little goes a long way. Trust me. This stuff is magic and super easy to work with. All right, while I got my paintbrushes out, let me get these done as well. I painted the other bedroom doors this color, but put off painting our bedroom doors this color, so it's nice to finally get this done. Okay, back to decorating. thanks so much for hanging out with me today. As always, I really appreciate your company. Hopefully I've inspired you to add a little bit of spring decor to your bedroom if you haven't already. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.